Okay, students, let's start with the compound interest with formula. Clear? Means how to calculate compound interest with formulas. So in the previous class, in the previous video, I taught you how to calculate compound interest in that process stepwise. Now here with the formulas how to calculate compound interest. So as compound interest is calculated as periodically, means principal it goes on changing. So first, if you have to calculate compound interest annually, then which formula you have to apply? This is the formula. Amount is equal to principal within bracket 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. R means rate of interest and n means number of years. Clear? So here you will place in place of r whatever the rate of interest you will place, and n is number of years. So what means it may be 1 year, it may be 2 years, whatever. Clear? After calculating the amount, then compound interest will be amount minus principal. So it is amount minus principal. So you can apply this formula also, you can apply this formula also. Now suppose in question one question is there, you have to calculate compound interest. So directly you can find out from this formula. Means directly you can write this formula, then this is the amount formula and this is again P. So if you consider this formula directly, so here only you can place the value, you can find out the compound interest directly without finding the amount separately. Understood? Next, if you have to find out the compound interest half yearly, okay, well, that means when the interest is compounded half yearly or it can be told as semi-annually. Half yearly means twice in a year. That means in 1 year, 2 times your interest will be calculated or compounded. Clear? So in that case, amount formula is principal plus R1 plus R rate of interest. Here it will be just 200. Here it is 100. Here it will be 200. And in place of n number of years, there will be twice n. Clear? So this formula is for the half yearly, means if you have to calculate compound interest when interest is compounded half yearly. After that you will same way you will find out the compound interest amount minus principal. Clear? Now next one is to calculate compound interest when the rate of interest for successive years are different. Now in this case it will not means related with the time, it will be related with the rate of interest. That means for each rate of interest it will be different for R1, R2, R3. That means if for 3 successive years rate of interest will be different, then this formula you have to apply. Clear? Next one is if we have to calculate compound interest quarterly. Quarterly means 4 times in a year. Clear? That means after every 3 months if you have to calculate compound interest, then you have to apply this formula. R by 400 and here it will be 4n. It will be 4n. Otherwise it will be same for all. Now more 2 topics are there. One is appreciation, another is depreciation. What do you know by appreciation? It means when the value of an article increases with the passage of time. That means article means any substance, any things, if its value will increase with the passage of time. Passage of time means according to time. Clear? Now see here, One example I have given, piece of land. All of you know, if means land value, it never decreases. It always increase. Suppose you will purchase a land today. After 5 years, if you want to sell the land, then automatically you will charge a extra amount, means compared to that amount by which amount you have purchased the land. Suppose you have purchased the land in 5 lakhs, then when you will sell that same land, same piece of land to third person, you may charge 10 lakhs also. So piece of land, its value never decreases, it's always increases. That extra amount is the compound interest. It will be considered as additional amount. And next one is depreciation, when the value of an article decreases with the passage of time. Example is car. If you purchase a car, after, suppose today you have purchased a car, after 10 years, after running for 10 years, you want to sell the car and you want to get a new one. So when you will go for selling the car, you will not get that amount by which amount you have purchased the car. So that means you have to deduct the amount. Suppose you have purchased the car with 4 lakhs. Now when you will move for selling the car, you may not get the 4 lakhs, means half you will may get, or less than half also you will get. So this is the concept of depreciation, and piece of land is the concept of appreciation. In this way you can get other examples also. So these are the formulas for the compound interest. Next class I will move with the exercises. Clear? So these all I have attached with the documents also. So write down the formulas, practice the formulas before you start with the exercise. These formulas should be very much clear to you all. Okay students, thank you.